I'm a cargo van queen, rolling steady on the road. Got my seatbelt locked and my spirit on go. Every mile I take, I'm covered in grace. God's riding shotgun, keeping me safe. Check the tires, check the brakes. I don't rush, no careless mistakes. Mirror set, hazards right. I move smart, I move right, 'cause every trip matters, I'm making it home. Faith in my heart while I'm driving alone. 'Cause some days get heavy, some lows feel long, but I whisper a prayer and I stay strong. I'm a cargo van queen, moving mountains in a day, working hard, staying focused, watching blessings come my way. When the road gets rough, I don't break, I don't bend, 'cause I know who I am and who's with me to the end. Yeah, I'm a cargo van queen, cargo van queen. I'm a cargo van queen. Grace on the wheel, faith in between. If you're rolling out there feeling tired and small, just know you're built strong, you can handle it all. Every slow down, setback, every detour you find, it's God redirecting you, protecting your grind. Keep your eyes on purpose, keep your heart on hold. You're never alone on this winding road. I speak life into my journey, I claim peace over my road. Every mile I face with courage, every doubt gets kicked out, covered in favor from above. And everything I do with love. I'm a cargo van queen, moving mountains in a day, working hard, staying focused, watching blessings come my way. When the road gets rough, I don't break, I don't bend, 'cause I know who I am and who's with me to the end. Yeah, I'm a cargo van queen, driving purpose, driving dreams, driving purpose, driving dreams. Cargo van queen, cargo van queen. I'm a cargo van queen, cargo van queen. I'm a
Another day, another load, another route of motion. It's the anthem for the ones who drive with purpose. That's right. Yeah. Sun up, boost down, keys in the van. He ain't waiting on luck, we sticking into the plan. Every mile got meaning, every stop got truth. He built his lane from the bottom, no excuse. Road life made him, pressure never broke him. Even when it's dark, faith still spoke to him. Turn hard days into stories he could bring. Everybody know him as the cargo king. He run the road, never chasing the crowd. It came to him 'cause he held it down. From city to city, he moving that freight on time locked in. Yeah, he never late, he got drive, he got heart. He do big boy things, turning stress into strength. That's what hustle brings, build it strong from the ties to the whole damn scene. Yeah, they call him cargo king. Yeah, night shift hitting, he don't lose no steam. Seeing visions in the rear view bigger than they seem. Mapping out goals like dots on the map. Greatness ain't luck, it's the grind and the gap. He ain't perfect, but he's steady. When opportunity calls, he ready. No fear, no doubt. He let purpose ring. That's why the road respect the cargo king. It ain't the van, it's the vision. It ain't the mile, it's the mission. You don't need a castle to be royalty, just grit, God, and discipline. Yeah, he run a road, never chasing the crown. It came to him 'cause he held it down. From city to city, he moving that freight on time locked in. Yeah, he never late, he got drive, he got heart. He do big boy things, turning stress into strength. That's what hustle brings, build it strong from the ties to the whole damn scene. Yeah, they call him the cargo king. Long nights, long roads, long dreams, he made them real. No shortcuts, no fear. No fear, just faith and gears. Long live the cargo king, yeah.
What's good, fam? Happy Sunday on this Sunday Live. And since we're already on this happy Sunday, let's go and get it started real early. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas out there. Matter of fact, because you know we talking about value proposition. If you ain't figured out tonight, there's all types of values when you talk about a mama. So happy Mother's Day to all the mamas out there. And also, because I'm not trying to slight, I don't want to forget nobody. Happy birthday to them. Happy Mother's Day to those aunties. Happy Mother's Day to those sisters. Happy Mother's Day to all those ladies that stepped into that motherly. That ain't a easy task to do, mothering somebody. And there's many ways to mother somebody. I've seen people that have been amazing women that are mentor. It's so many ways. And I want to say happy Mother's Day to you because I know, regardless, I remember how I grew up. They talk about the community. Everybody became your mama, the community. So happy Mother's Day to all them mamas that took into all them babies and raised them, taught them, mentored them, and nurtured them. Happy Mother's Day, because that value added to people's lives, including all the ladies, wonderful ladies in my life that add that value, from my mama to my wife to all the ladies in the grind setters, all the people women that I encountered in my military career. Happy Mother's Day to all you amazing women that took little old knuckleheads like me in the chokehold and guided me on that right path to help me become the person I am. And I know y'all did the same thing to everybody y'all touched. So again, happy Mother's Day, providing that value to somebody's life. Man, we appreciate y'all. Not that we trying to slide past that, but we got that out the way because I love the mothers out there. It's time to get busy. And when I say busy, I ain't just talking about that live. Your boy, the research phase for this second quarter is over with. Yeah, it's time. How the best way I can say this? Don't get me wrong. We still going to be doing loads. Your boy going to still be doing loads in the van. Some videos you're going to see me in the van. And some videos you're going to see me right here. Because part of the value for me, the value proposition that I see that I can add to help you, it's gonna be the same stuff. We're gonna just tweak it a little bit because during this last little over a month, 5-6 weeks that your boy been sitting back watching, because that's part of my research. I watch, I study, I look up stuff, trying to provide value and help you provide value in your services and business and in your personal life. And I learned something. I learned it something. I learned that I see an issue, not just in the transportation industry, but in the business industry as well as the personal development, because people need help. We all do. I learned something, but we're going to stick with business for a minute. I started to figure out where people are getting hung up at. I watch people get loads. I watch people try to build a business. I watch people try to get contracts. I watch people try to understand rate per mile, their CPM, their cost of living adjustments, and all that stuff, especially with everything going on in the world today, politically and environmentally, all of the above. And I was watching people bump their head. And I was like, BG, how can we provide value to help people see their value? Because one of my mentors told me a long time ago, if you don't value your value, then your value isn't valuable. I'm going to say that again for you. That was nice, wasn't it? If you don't value your value, then your value isn't valuable. And what I've started to notice, because again, there's nothing wrong with this. We're in a hustle and bustle culture, that grind culture, however you want to put it, use whatever word, where we're all just trying to live. We're trying to survive. We're trying to get ahead. But what I realized when I was watching is I sat back this last month or so, because that's why your boy didn't go on the road. I thought about going out there, but then some of the grind setters was hitting me up and they was like, hey, I'm having problems with this. And then I started looking into what those issues were. And I started noticing a reoccurring thing when people were trying to get out there and go get it. The issue that they were having was they were just trying to go get it. No systems, no strategy, didn't know how to market their value, didn't know how to create their value. And they were running It just made him switch rat races. You went from the nine to five hamster wheel, you jumped into entrepreneurship, and you went into the entrepreneurship hamster wheel. And you started turning circles, and you're like, this isn't no different than what I just left. And that's mainly because you didn't do nothing but switch positions. You didn't add value to the new position that you ran into and jumped into, whether it's entrepreneurship. Again, this works in the 9 to 5 as well. Matter of fact, I'm going to use myself. During my time in the military, yes, your boy finna tell you another story. That's part of it. Matter of fact, we're going to cover the 3 S's tonight too, so you can understand the value proposition. During my time in the military, I kept running into this wall. I was trying to get promoted. I got the E5 pretty smooth. But then I could not get over that hurdle to get the E6. For those that don't know, E5 means a staff sergeant in the Air Force. But then that's just the supervisory role. You got the E4s and below. You kind of start getting into making schedules and making sure people are doing their job. But you never I couldn't get to that E6, that tech sergeant. E5 and E6 is that middle tier in the Air Force. E7 and above is the senior leadership role. But I could not get past E5. And one of my mentors, this time I was stationed in Italy, and he was like, man, he was BG, because that's what they call me in the military. Well, like, BG, why are you still at E5? I'm like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out too. And he said, I'm just going to sit back and watch what you do. Here's my mentor and supervisor. And he sat back and he watched, and he watched, and he watched. And he said, I see your problem. I was like, what is it? He say, you doing all the right stuff, but you ain't adding no value to nothing. You helping people. You showing people how to do their job. You making sure people stay on task, but you're not adding no more value. You're not pulling the value out of other people. And I'm like, that made no sense to me. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm doing the job. I'm taking care of people. What are you talking about? He said, you haven't set yourself apart. You're doing what everybody else is doing. Are you picking up what I'm talking about? You left the 9 to 5, you jump into entrepreneurship, but you're literally doing the same thing everybody else is doing. And I was guilty. As we talked about CPM, COL, RPM. Yeah, we were adding little things here and there that might not have been touched on. But you basically were doing the same thing everybody else was doing, whether that was running regional, whether that was running OTR, whether that was running local, whether that was trying to find a contract or a direct ship or a direct broker, whatever it may have been. You were running with the same courier company. You weren't doing anything to set yourself apart. You weren't adding no value. That's what I started realizing has been going on the last month or so. So now we finna transition a little bit with what BG talks about over here on the channel. We're going to still talk about Lowe's and all that, like I said. But I need to start showing y'all how to add value to yourself, to make you think outside the box. Remember last live, there is no box. Think outside of it to add that value. And we're going to break that down tonight, starting with what I just told you, the story. But before we keep going, we got the story out the way. Let's highlight the fail, so then we can jump into this value proposition. Let's see what's going on over here. What's going on, man? Hey, I'm not going to stop. We're going to keep the working. All work don't stop. What Rihanna say, work. Good evening, fam. I pray everybody's doing okay. I pray you had a wonderful week and a happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Yes, I agree. Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas. Hey, fam, and Grind Center fam, what's going on? T in the building. Blessed and alive. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you for all the support while I was going through the craziest moment of my life. T, we got you. That's what we're here for. You going through something, we fam. That's what fam do. Fam look after fam. Matter of fact, that's how we got Mother's Day, because the mamas taught us how to look after each other. We learned by watching them. So we got you, fam. We got you. Happy Mother's Day to all. The quicks in the building. Hope all the queens are crowned every day, and I agree with that. What's going on, Auntie? What you got going on? Hey, happy Mother's Day, Auntie. Hey, everybody, praying for everybody, and happy Mother's Day. I appreciate you. I agree with you, fam. I agree with you. other auntie in the building. The favorite auntie is in here. What's going on, fam? Won't be saying much tonight. Listening in, out here driving. Hey, I ain't mad at you. Get that money. Get the bag. Auntie can hold $5. Doing that roadie. I'm telling you, them gig apps are a good supplement. We talked about that before. Happy Mother's Day, ladies. What it do? That talking to T again. You know we got you. What's going on, Quicks? What's going on, Denise? What's going on, Chummy? I like it when y'all speak to each other. That'd be so great. Happy Mother's Day to all again. Nothing much, Mr. Dry Time. Just catching up, playing catch up. Yo, G, when you read this, tell Miss T I said Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. She got boy 1, 2, and 3, and a few others called the grind setters. Tell Mom we said what's up. She hear y'all. She hear me yelling at y'all. She talking about thank you, thank you, thank you. What's going on, Auntie Rich in the building? What's going on, fam? Glad to see everybody. Rich saying Happy Mother's Day to all. P.S. I love my GS family. We love you too. Thank you, BG. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Quicks, Dry Time. How's it going? Hey, what's going on, Rich? I told you, y'all gonna know who these people is because I know who they is, so that's why we put them up here. Level up time. I'm going box. Oh, I'm going box. Another CDL hot shot doing the analysis now. I like the way that sounds good. Matter of fact, that's gonna make tonight even better when we talk about the value proposition. How you gonna set yourself apart? Gotta set ourselves apart. Congrats, Rich. I agree. Congrats. That's a good stepper right there. Chummy, what's up? What's up? What's up? Preach, preach, preach. Air Force, no, now it all makes sense. Hey, don't get mad at me. I signed on the right dotted line. Oh man. We on site right now. That's what I'm talking about. Get that money. Hey, family, just stepping in for a minute, spending time with the wife. Hey, you better be spending steady grinding. Spend time with the wife. I understand everybody might not be able to stay. Some got to step in, but it'll be on replay. You can come back. I got it, fam. I got it. We just got to make sure. I told you, I'm trying to be more intentional this year. It was nice talking to you all last Sunday. Hey, you still talking to us, so you can hang around. We love talking to you too, fam. But yeah, caught up on that. So let's see how we want to do this first. First, let's go ahead and because again, for those that don't know, the PDF is always in the community. We're gonna knock this part out so we can start breaking all this stuff down for your value proposition. So the key thing about understanding with a value proposition is knowing that it's a clear statement that explains like what you do for the customer, why the customer, how you gonna help the customer, how you gonna solve a problem for the customer. Because remember, I told you in a previous video, one day y'all gonna put these videos together that we already got and gonna keep making and see how it all comes together. The person that solves the problem is the one that makes the money. You want to make, don't get me wrong, we solved the basic problem, the basic one in transportation, get load from point A to point B that pays you. But when you start solving other problems, we know the big niches, we know hazmat, we know heavy hauling, we know that, we know expediting, we know that. We know final mile. We know those and they pay you a little bit more. But then when you make that value proposition, when you put yourself out there and separate yourself from others, that's when the more money comes in so that it gets you out of running running on that hamster wheel. That's what you're so basically you need to do when a customer sees you, they should be able to look at you and say, why do I want to work with you? Why do I want to give you my money for your services? So we got to set ourselves apart. That's what we're going to be talking about tonight because I'm starting to understand that's the part of it. We got the strategy. Y'all know to run in the circle. We got that already out the way. But to put the systems and the stories together, we're coming back to the 3 S's. I just gave you what they is. We're going to get it all together. So you got to understand the core elements of that strong value proposition. Like you got to know who your target customer is, who you going to be helping. Right now, we know we helping brokers. We helping customers move stuff from one place to the other. But when you start locking in, we got to lock in who you actually going to be helping. What pain point do you address? What's the issue that customer has that you're solving? How do you solve it and improve it for their situation? Because again, when you improve a customer situation, and I'm gonna come back to me because that's part of the value proposition, the stories, and how you gonna better or unique, how you're better or you better than the other drivers, basically. What it isn't, which we all. That's what we start with. We start with slogans. We know our taglines for our business. We know all the stuff we do. We talked about that in mission and vision statements. We talked about that. We know what we can do. And not just say I just provide a high quality service. I'm the best at this. That ain't good enough. Got to do a little bit more. And so basically you want to know how we help businesses operate smoothly. Basically, that's what it is. When you start figuring out and identifying that point of your business, that starts to change the value statement. Because if you listen to that, and I promise you, I was watching and listening to different lives. I listened to different individuals talk about their business on social media. And I hear the same thing over and over. I got a cargo van. I'm an owner operator. We hear the same thing over. It don't matter if a cargo van, box truck, big. I drive big rigs. I drive dry vans. We hear the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over. That doesn't separate you. What separates you is when you start identifying, when you say, I can get your load there same day. I can get it there next day. I can move your hazmat. I'll give you an example. Again, use me. That's the stories. That's part of value proposition. Remember I told you the broker, one of my direct brokers nicknamed me the highway pilot. That's because I understood how the United States looked. I understood this is my research. When I'm telling you value proposition and doing research, I'm going to give you a bit of it when you're trying to figure out who you are and what you can do. The furthest point from a city to city in the United States is Miami, Florida to Seattle, Washington. That's roughly 3,300 miles. By understanding me, how I am and how I'm built, my value proposition, BG knows that I can get from Miami to Seattle, Washington in 3 days. That's including sleep. Most people be like, I ain't getting no 3,300 miles in 3 days. BG can. My value proposition is that's what made me the highway pilot, because I can get it there and I know how fast I can get it there. By understanding that is the farthest region, which I'm not driving, I just know the number. When I look at the circle, I can get anywhere in the circle next day. You give BG a load, I'm going to get it there next day. Might as well call me, and stop calling me a highway pilot. Call me Amazon Prime. Because I'm going to get it there next day delivery. That's a value proposition for me. That's how I can set myself apart. Of course, there's others that can get it there next day, but everybody can't get it there next day. When you say expedited and look it up in the dictionary, me and everybody else that can do expedited next day like that within the circle, our face going to be next to the definition. That's us separating ourselves from others with value proposition. Now, I know that don't work for everybody in this. Again, don't do nothing unsafe. You know how you built. I'm not telling you to. If you ain't a night driver, if you ain't a day driver, if you're not a person that can do long hours, I'm not telling you to do that. Some of us are just built like that. There's some things I can't do that you can do. But that's what separates you from me, your value proposition. Some people have better negotiating skills. When I say stuff, because that's part of value proposition is communication. We hear, if you pay attention, because that's the research, listen to brokers. Brokers have actually said, I can't stand drivers that do this. We've heard shippers, and I've seen the videos. Shippers are frustrated and mad because the person that comes in there, the driver, they having a bad day, they arguing. You know what that's called? Emotional intelligence. Having emotional intelligence separates your value proposition. When you see me, when things happen, you're not going to see me shaking and rattled. My emotions are in check. When something happens, I'm trying to figure out how to solve the situation, fix the problem before it even gets to the broker or the customer. That's a value proposition. When they say BG got our load, they know, we're not going to hear no words, because if something happens, he's going to problem solve and figure it out before it gets to us and get our shipment there on time. That's a value proposition. Basically, with a value proposition, the overall goal is whenever a customer, a broker, I don't care who it is, and they're thinking, hey, we need to move this freight. They need to say, I need to call X, Y, and Z. In my case, they'll be like, I need to call BG. Maybe they might be, I need to call the Quicks. Maybe they might be, I need to call Mr. Drive Time. Maybe I need to call the transporter. Maybe I need to call Rich. You see what I'm saying? When you separate your value proposition, people know that you're the go-to. They're not looking for nobody else. If you do something and you worked with somebody on a continuous basis and you find out that they went and worked with somebody else, you need to follow up with them. Hey, how could I have been better? What can I have done to make the service better? How can I have done better to get your business? Feedback is good because that lets you know what you need to improve on. Nobody's perfect. We got all get better in some ways, but that's one of the things that I'm starting to understand when I sat back and watched. A lot of individuals don't know how to strengthen or create or build their value proposition. And the reason behind that, again, because they know the strategy. We put it out there, and I told you, I don't put everything in one place. You got to figure it and piece it all together because I told you, your boy don't like scammers and frauds. I just can't stand them. So you got to piece it together. But I'll tell you the three. In order the strategy is the overall. The system is what you need to make the strategy work. In order to create the systems, you got to have a story behind it. The story is your value proposition. I'm going to use me again. You know what? I'm going to go holler at the fan because I get lost sometimes. I get to going. Before we start typing into how to create your value proposition with the 3 S's, stories, systems, strategies, let's holler at the fam. I'm telling you, it's going to be changing directions because I want y'all to eat, and you can't eat if you look like everybody else. Where we stopped at? Let me catch back up. There we go. The Carolina boys in this thing again. What's going on, man? What's going on? Nelson is in the building. What's going on, fam? I'm telling you, Carolina be in here deep. It's like 4 of y'all in here. I know it's Chummy. I know it's Slick, the delivery guy. I know Mr. Dry Town. These Carolina boys. I swear. Hey, I love it when everybody's speaking. See, I told you I'm Carolina boy. I swear. They making friends in here. Look at y'all becoming buddies. I love it every Sunday. Getting stronger and stronger. That's how you strengthen yourself, strengthen your network, strengthen your network. I love it. What's going on? Steady grinding. Shout out to the Carolina Love, Frankie Full, Fun Park, and the Carowinds. Boy, that's a whole nother story I'll tell you about one day. But Carowinds, we had fun, but a crazy day at Carowinds back in the early 2000s. Oh man, that Discoveries. Oh, yep. I know all them. Man, at Myrtle Beach, I love it too, especially Bike Week. Man, what's going on? I love how y'all talking in here. What's going on? The transporters in the building. What's going on, General? Don't y'all judge me. She know I call her General. General is in the building. What's going on? Matter of fact, General, we missed you last week. The wife and kids were out this weekend selling their candy-coated fruit. That's what I'm talking about. They did pretty. $200. Can I hold $5? No, I'm just playing. But this is a good example of another happy Mother's Day moment. Because what y'all don't know what Steady Grinding talk about, his wife with their kids has started a whole candy operation. They're going to be pushing candy everywhere. And it's candy coated. It's like fruit coated with candy. Matter of fact, Steady Grinding one day. Matter of fact, I'll do it for next Sunday. We're going to need some pictures and all that so we can promote that on here because I want people to see the amazing thing your wife is doing with them young ladies and starting a whole nother business. Because remember, it ain't just about transportation. Business is business. We're going to put it all together. Y'all get what I'm saying. Next day is a must for me. Only way to make it make sense. Hey, and when you say sense, you shouldn't even spell it like S-E-N-S-E. You should have said C-E-N-T-S. That's the only way it makes sense. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. The faster I get it there, the faster that money hit the bank account. Me and you on the same page. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to use the transport as a good example. I don't know if y'all been keeping track of them or watching them. Transport he made his system. He got a system and he running that strategy in the circle on the move. Now, I ain't going to put it all out there, but if you know the transporter, he'll tell you. There's certain points he was bumping his head like, why is it going here? Why is it? He not figured out his system and running his strategy, and he's eating that circle up. But you know what? I'll let him tell it. He'll tell you when he get ready. Hey, what's going on, fam? What's going on? You new and we happy you here. Welcome. welcome to the family. Where everybody over here is working together to get to success, because we're going to get to the top. We're going up there together. That's why your boy here. You ain't finna go without me, and I ain't gonna go without y'all. So welcome, fam. Welcome. What's going on, everybody? I love when y'all be in here speaking to each other. Ooh-wee, I bet the little ladies had a blast. Hey, I know they did. If one thing about it is one thing when you create something, put it out there, and it's another feeling when you find out people love the product and the service that you're putting out. Value proposition, and especially when that product and service make your bank account look good. Oh man, I said people pay you for when y'all will get to it. Y'all will get to it. I love it when y'all in here speaking, man. I love the way y'all come together. That's what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? Everybody speaking. I love it. I don't like not driving, but when you have purpose, it will push you through it. Hey, y'all don't know this. I'm going to give you a sneak peek. We talking about building a business right now. Come next year, I be telling y'all, I'll just be so transparent with y'all. Come next year, we're going to move this thing up and we're going to have a P2P. You probably like, BG, what's P2P? We already talked about how to get a business started. We talked about that with the entry point with cargo van, all transportation. We talked about that. We talked about how to set up the business. We're right now talking about how to lay out the business. Part of next year is the stuff that you do inside the business and strengthen the business. But a part of that is I'm finna next year teach you how to P2P. Turn your purpose into profit. No, let me stop. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. We can't do it all in one night, but don't worry. You're going to stick. Where you go? Let me go back up here. Stick with us, fam. I got you. Come next, we go back and watch those videos because we're glad you're here. We want you to catch up because next year we're going to be moving on to how to strengthen the business and push it in the family. It's all kinds of stuff that goes into different insurances and trust and wills and all that crazy stuff. Plus, also, we're going to be working on that P2P, purpose to profit. I'm finna push y'all. Y'all going to be like, BG, you got us out here humping because I need everybody to see the value that I see in y'all, that y'all see in yourself and get it. Sign up for Fox Carrier. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Go get that money. Strategy, system, stories. Oh my. Matter of fact, now I'm gonna put you back up on that when we're gonna do that after I catch everybody up. Another Carolina in the building. I swear, Carolina, y'all deep in here. That's like 4 or 5 for real now. Don't let Fox rob you on the rates. Gas is high. Send the picture of the gas price, then bid. They be laughing. Hey, sometimes you got to show them because you got to remember I told you them brokers and everything, they not outside. They don't see what we see. They just can go by the news. We out there in real time. So sometimes you got to show them. Show and tell. What's up, fams? You not late, Green. Don't start that. Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas. I like it. Don't forget the brokers taxing the shippers with fuel surcharges. Yep, Rich be on it. Thank you, Green. Yep. What do you know about Carowinds? Hey, man, don't get me started. That was good times. I'm going to have to tell y'all about that one day. Linda Sumter, a.k.a. Shaw for a little bit. Yep, I spent my first, 5 years in the military in South Carolina, Charleston. That was before it became Joint Base Charleston. It was just Charleston Air Force Base back then. Last week, I called myself running thunderstorm and ran into a tornado. I was more nervous than Michael Jackson at Chuck E. Cheese. I'm not doing this with you today. I'm not flying. I'm not. You're not finna have us in here dying laughing all day long. See? The quicks agree with me. Oh man, welcome, Rob. Yeah, fam, welcome. Got it. Trying to be closer to home. We got the strategy. Being closer to home, that's the system part. We gonna get there. I'm sorry, Miss Quick. I didn't mean to be so mad. I mean, I was running nervous in our. Okay, man, we're not doing it. Peer to peer. Oh man, we're not doing this. Peer to peer is all. Nelson, you trying to get ahead of me. Peer to peer. What's going on, Rob? What's going on, Green? Yes. Now let's break down because I caught up on the comments. I want to break down these 3 S's. Where did it go? Because Quick said it. Strategy, system, stories. So go back. There's a reason I tell y'all so many stories about who I am. It's the transparency is one, but it's to help you understand that you also have stories, and your stories is what make your strategies. Your stories is what make your systems. They all go hand in hand. So I'm gonna give you a good example. This is just a reference. We're not finna dive into the 3 S's right now. That's a whole nother live where we gonna focus in how to get your stories to make the systems to make the strategy. We got the strategy right now. We're making on the systems because you got to. The reason we have to do it this way because you can misconstrue or misunderstand your story and tell it the wrong way or use it the wrong way and create the wrong systems, and then it'll throw your whole strategy off. So let's work backwards. We talk about foundations a lot. We talk about a house. Let's use a building. Strong foundation. But you notice when they build a foundation, that concrete slab, and you see those little poles sticking up through the bottom of it. And then one pole or pipe might be for water. One might be for wiring to go through. But before they even get there, you notice outside on the land, wherever you're at, it's a junction box. Let's say electricity. You got sewer. It's already running. Before they even build the foundation, they run all those poles and lines underground or overhead if you have electrical overhead. They run it all to the location before they even put the foundation down. And then they build and you get to the house. So now, whenever you're thinking about value proposition, you got to deconstruct it, go backwards. When you walk in and you go buy a house, you just see a nice finished product. It's nice, it's pretty, it's beautiful. You love it, it's amazing. But you never think, how did this house or this building I'm in, how did this thing work? How does it work so great? That's the strategy. The finished product is the strategy. Your house. We're going to stick with house. That's the strategy. Inside of that strategy, when you turn on a light or you flush your toilet or anything, when your Wi-Fi works because your internet is working, those are the systems. Those are the systems that make the strategy work. The house would just be a shell. You'll be sitting in the dark. You'll be sitting in the cold. You'll have no water. You won't have no electricity, no heating, no nothing if the systems is not run throughout the house. That's where everybody knows. Everybody, and that's why I said we're going to be changing it up a little bit. Because everybody's running, wondering why they look the same as everybody else, why they're doing the same thing as everybody else. You know how to get to the overall system. I want to make money. I want to build a business. How do I do it? I get an LLC. I make a business name. I get a business bank account. I get an EIN. Those are all systems to get you started to make the strategy. The part that everybody leaves out, which we're going to start working on. And again, it's going to be sprinkled all over the place. I'm telling you now. Don't just think you're going to get it in the lives. Don't think you're just going to get them in the videos. It just ain't going to be in the book. And all of it's going to be in Grind Setters. But it's going to be sprinkled out. I'm just giving you the overall. The part that I watched the last couple weeks, over a month, everybody's running into the problem because they don't understand their story. We'll stick with systems right quick. You're trying to create a system inside a system that was not designed for you to create your system and take over. Your system is not going to take over the big system. Your system is not going to change all the transportation. Your system is not going to change the entire government. Your system is not going to just change the whole entire world unless you figure out how to put your story in there to change your system. We know the stories of the giants, the big. Let's use, because we did transportation. I just said, might as well call me Amazon Prime cracking jokes. But there's a reason we had UPS. It was a postal service. That's how we used to mail stuff, get stuff around. Then FedEx came and UPS came. They came around, did their thing. But then Amazon showed up on the scene and they figured out their system. They figured out their strategy. And then the owner told their story to now that they took over worldwide. That's why they got next day delivery. And then other people start duplicating next day delivery. They started getting faster because it started pushing everybody else in the industry with their system. That's how, even if it trickles downhill, that's why we have final mile freight, because people want their stuff faster. The only difference is you're trying to build your systems and make your strategy, running your wires, your water, your plumbing in your house without the story. Now, let's go back to the story. Told you about the house, told you about the foundation, told you about the systems that make the house work, from the electrical to the water to the plumbing, all that stuff. But before you can get to electrical and flip the switch in your house, there needed to be a story to be told. We all learned it in history. We all learned about this guy that was standing outside with a kite in a thunderstorm with a key hanging on the end of the kite, and the thunder came down and struck. That's a story. We understand how the microwave worked because somebody was sitting there telling their story, trying to figure something out. This is their journey, and they made the microwave. That's how you can get your food faster. Somebody made the crock pot. That's their story. Somebody made an oven. That's their story. Somebody made a car. We used to ride horses, but then Ford came along. They told their story. We used to have to travel by boats and trains, and that was it. But the Wright brothers told their story. We're going to make this thing fly. They had a whole bunch of failures, but it was their story. We just happen to benefit off that story because now we can fly places. You have a story that's going to make your value proposition go up. The same way when I was in the military and I was looking like everybody else. And my mentor said, hey, you got to separate yourself. How are you going to do that? I had to make a new story. My story started turning. I just can't help my people. I got to help every person I come in contact to. How can I do that? Then opportunities started rising. Yes, a new program's coming to the base. Who's going to teach it? Sergeant Graham will. Hey, we need to come up with a new idea because we have this mission is changing. Who's going to help come up with the idea for disaster preparedness? Sergeant Graham will. Oh, we need somebody to brief the incoming colonel. We need them to tell them what's going on the base. Sergeant Graham will do it. Breast cancer awareness is coming. We need somebody to head up the relay for life on the base. Sergeant Graham will do it. Every time an opportunity raised, Sergeant Graham would do it. I realized I had to start learning stuff. I had to put stuff together. We need somebody to handle it was what's it called? It was a card for your squadron, and I forgot the name of the card. It's basically you had a credit card, and people had to come to you to swipe for money. You had to approve it and all that, and go talk to contract, and they make contracts with Sergeant Graham will figure it out. The value proposition wasn't in one thing. It became known to, if we got an issue and we need somebody to figure it out, teach somebody, train somebody, show somebody, Sergeant Graham would do it. And my supervisor, my mentor, after about a year or two of doing that, he came back to me and say, that's how you do it, boy. He said, that's how you run the yard. My supervisor was from Houston, too. Guy has a way of putting you together the same way all these Carolina boys in here coming together. And so when he talked to me, I understood how he talked because we was from the same place. And he was like, that's my boy. He said, you are putting it together. And he called it running the yard. He said, that's how you run the yard. And I remember one time, just by doing that, me and my family were going to a sushi place off base. Day over with. We in regular clothes, no uniform. Going in the sushi place. Sergeant Graham! And my wife, everybody looking at, what's going on? Man, you helped me with that training you did. I'm glad it worked out for you. Then I did another training. It was suicide prevention and sexual. It was Green Dot. And I had a colonel come up to me and she said, out of all my years in the military, I never had nobody teach me something in a course that's normally death by PowerPoint that kept me interested, and I learned something. I watched everybody else around by because I was strengthening those skills every time I said Sergeant Graham would do it. Every time I said Sergeant Graham would do it, I didn't know what I was doing, but I was going to do some research and figure it out. And I was honing skills, strengthening skills that I did not know I needed, but it made my value rise because I was strengthening the skills. When I was out here running this role saying, I'll be your test dummy. I'll be your test dummy. That was me raising my hand again. Sergeant Graham, Sergeant Graham. I had to set myself apart with value proposition because I had to learn what I did not know in order to help you. Value proposition. So what I'm trying to get you to understand is now we got to set you apart. Value proposition by you telling your story so you can create your system that ends up running your strategy. Because right now we on this live, the videos that we drop, the community that we built in Grind Center, the books that we are writing, that's all because BG said, I'll be your test dummy. And we're going on this journey together. But now I need you to start thinking about your story. And that's what is missing that I've seen over the past month or so, watching everybody out here running. Y'all are running other people's, using everybody else's systems, trying to make it work in your strategy. And that's not how it's going to work. It's going to look similar. Like I said, some of us can run. Get it there, same day, next day. People are going to have similar stories. But there's certain things in your background that separates your story from the next. Yes, there are always going to be somebody that can, again, get it there next day. But everybody can't. There's always going to be somebody that has a niche in the medical industry. Everybody can't get into that. There's always somebody that can do something similar, and there's always going to be a group of people that can't. It's a bunch of people telling their story through sports, basketball, football, track. Tom Brady can't go out there and hoop with LeBron James. It's a different story. But if you ever listen to the people that play sports, I'm just using sports because they're ones that's most known, they all have different stories, but it got them into the same system, and it makes their strategy looks different than everybody else. We're in transportation together, but your story is going to make your value propositions change from the next person, and that's how you're going to become different and set yourself apart. Let me go holler at the comments because, boy, I get the, we would get to going over here. Ah, man. BG, with a box, you would crush it in Texas. I would, but I don't have a reason to. I want y'all to crush it in Texas. Because, again, we're going to talk about P2P. That's coming next year. But when you're doing it, remember, inside this book, the reason the box truck ain't part of mine is because I'm trying to help teach y'all how to create y'all's, tell your story, to create your system, to make your strategy so that you can find your exit point. And it looks different for everybody. We might be talking about Amazon, but Jeff Bezos ain't in the garage no more. Jeff Bezos started off selling books. His exit strategy ain't selling books no more, but he still is over Amazon. Don't worry. We gonna get that. That's part of P2P and exits. That's all that we talking now. Y'all trying to get me to talk years and years in advance. It's gonna take time. I got you. Hey, Chummy, do a 101, and then we'll see what's up. I promise you. Let's lock it out. Let's go. I love y'all. Hanging out. Hey, hanging out with the fam. Got to take the van to go get checked out. Van is moaning and groaning. Ooh, get that fixed. We don't want nothing going down out there. I did one last Sunday. Yep, we already talked. We got more talking to do. Don't worry, Chummy got assignment. We talked about it. Know what's going on next. Green is moaning and groaning from all those miles you're doing, getting them bags. Doing like y'all said, get away from TMP. We've talked, me and you talked, we good. Okay, Chummy, that's good. Maybe BG will play a song I got for you. Next Sunday. I'm gonna get it in there next year. I'll get it in there next Sunday. Yes, sir. I'm gonna get it in there next Sunday. This is good, and we are all in alignment because God just told me to write this story that you thought you knew. Let me say that again. General over here preaching today on Mother's Day. This is good, and we in alignment because God just told me to rewrite the story that you thought you knew. I told y'all in many videos. You want to make God laugh, tell him what you gonna do. It don't work like that. The Quicks will do it. Drive Time will do it. Green will do it. Rich will do it. Steady will do it. Anchor will do it. Nessa will do it. The General can grab it. The Transporter own it. Y'all over here. Y'all got me over here with a big old smile on my face. Speaking of Amazon, what you think of their latest move? What happened? I might have missed that one. I don't know what the latest move is. I wasn't doing, let's see. They opened up their logistics network to everybody. I did not know that. That wasn't the research I've been doing. I'm going to have to look into that. I'm gonna have to look into that. I kind of stepped back from looking at the big corporations. The last couple of, I was dibbling and dabbling more into like the political side and understanding, because in order to get ahead of it, you got to understand what's going on in the current moment and where it's projected to go, and then understand how history worked in the past to get it here and where it's going to project it to go. And then my focus on the research, mainly I was watching everybody else and how everybody else was moving and what they were talking about. I started tapping into other content creators and actual people that just was putting stuff out and asking questions to different drivers that I ran into at just gas stations, or sometimes I ran into a couple drivers throughout the week at Walmart. But yeah, I didn't do the research on that part, so I'm gonna have to look into that. I didn't know Amazon did that. They opened up their logistics network to everybody. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to check into that. That sounds pretty interesting. It sounds lucrative, but it sounds interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that. Let's see here. Okay, Miss Pickens, I see you, and I'm in agreement with you. I am too. UPS and FedEx stock dropped 30% in one day, saying some say monopoly. I saw that. That's not what's happening. That's a whole nother lie. That's not what's happening with the stock dropping in UPS and FedEx. That's a whole nother lie. Their value proposition, FedEx and UPS, let's just say, for lack of better words, they have up and down markets. Whenever something of the nature I'm trying to figure out how the best way to say it to make sense. With everything that's going on in the world today, there's certain things that the consumer, the customer, is not doing. So it makes their stock drop a couple of points because the focus is diverted. It's okay. Ooh, that's a good one. Let's go with tariffs. Remember when the tariffs happened? All during the presidential election, all the stuff that was going in, certain things got put on a halt, a standstill, because people have, and it happens every election. It ain't just tariffs. Every election, certain things come to a halt. With things going on in the world today, y'all got to read between the lines. With things going on in the world today, certain things are slowing down because we have to see the outcome of the things going on in the world today. I hope that makes sense. Y'all got to read between the lines. Can't go too deep in the research. YouTube don't let you do too much and talk too much about certain things, and I ain't even worried about it because that wasn't what the platform is built for anyway. Just know that it's certain things that's going on that put certain things at a standstill or slow down until things play out. That's all it is. So things gonna drop, they're gonna bounce back. That industry will not be necessarily monopolized. It's gonna hurt certain people as they restructure things, but that's part of that system. It's like a system inside the system, but it's controlled by the same group of people, if that makes sense. It's like saying the stocks in A&W went down, but Coke went up. That's controlled by the same people, if that makes sense. Yes, that makes sense. Like certain things go up and down depending on let's use Elon Musk. There was a point in time where Tesla stock dropped, but then SpaceX went up. Still controlled by the same group of people. Like, yeah. So yeah, it's just certain times where certain things are going on in the world. Certain things look like they take a dip, but it'll bounce back. That part, I'm not saying monopolization won't happen, but that part per se won't be totally monopolized, if that makes sense. Yes, okay. I'm in agreement with you. Everybody in agreement with you, General. It ain't nobody ain't agreeing with you on that one. I'm in agreement with that statement you made. Last thing, make sure your mic is. Last thing, make sure your MC. Oh, last thing, make sure your MC is most ready by the 14th. Yep, gotta have it ready. I ran into a FedEx driver, and I can't believe that he told me people try to use them as a moving company instead of using real movers. Oh man, that's crazy. I didn't know that. That's hilarious. I know, I get it, because FedEx does ship certain things that it comes to your house like a moving company. I can order a whole furniture set, and FedEx might deliver it depending on where it's coming from. Oh man, but that's hilarious. And then on top of it, expect them to put it in their house. But he told me he'll leave it right outside and keep it moving. Told the lady she pushed the button, not him. That's across. That statement could be across anything. That could be gig apps. That could be Lowe's home delivery. That could be a whole bunch of stuff. People only do what you pay for. But then again, that's part of value proposition. Like certain industry, you pay for certain things because that's who they are, and that's what they do. And certain people, you don't pay for certain things, and that's not what their value is, so they don't do it. So before I get too far away, I want y'all to understand how you the beginning, the basic, remember the foundation of when you start having to set yourself apart with value proposition. Let's start with the basics. I told you certain things about make sure your business structured and all that, but then it turns into what does your logo look like? Is your logo clean? Because I've seen, again, this ain't me telling y'all to do nothing. This is just an observation that I've noticed from different people and all that. When you think about a logo, when you're building a logo, setting yourself apart, is your logo confusing? Sometimes less is more. Sometimes things can be cluttered, and it's like a resume. If it's not formatted right, or if it doesn't look right, or they just push it to the side. So if your logo's not right, and it's too much going on, they just think about the major logos. Think about a Starbucks. It's just a little one picture. Think about, we said FedEx and UPS. It looks a certain way. Think about Amazon with the little arrow, A to Z, like simplicity. Sometimes it can be too much. Your professional email, when you think about your business, when you're emailing brokers, everybody doesn't say .yourbusinessname.com. A lot of people are still using @gmail.com. Those are different. The little small things. These are the foundational pieces. These are the holding the kite and the thunder hitting it, making electricity. These are the small things. Business phone numbers. Are you separating yourself? When you answer your phone because it's tied to your cell phone, do you just be like, hello? Or do you say such and such delivery service? You know what I'm saying? Like in the military, whatever squadron you're in, you say, this is the number 31st Force Support Squadron. You don't just say hello. What's your separator? Like the business phone number. Do you have branded invoices? When you send invoices to people, is your logo on it? You get BOLs all the time. Do you notice the BOLs has a logo on it? If you send somebody an invoice, does it just say invoice in the top left corner? No. Obviously, we know the basics. Your cargo van being clean, washed, inside out. When you go deliver stuff, do you wear a uniform? Again, I understand we go OTR, we go a lot of stuff, and you want to be comfortable. But when you do pop up for pickup and delivery, do you got something with your name on it, with your brand on it, so they know it's professional? These are the small things, because we see people crack jokes. Truck driver, he hopped out the truck and he had flip-flops on. I don't care what you do. I'm not saying you're right, wrong, but it's just the impression of the shipper or the receiver or the person that you're picking up from or delivering. Do you come out dressed and they like, oh, look a certain way? If you look at my daddy right now and that man hops out that truck, he looks like he going. It don't even look like he driving the truck for one. It looked like he going to brunch. He's always dressed like he's going somewhere. The biggest one, when you're handing out business card, we talked about all this stuff when you're marketing yourself. Do you have a website? What does your website have on it? I'm going to give you an example. When you look up something, somebody tells you to buy a service or a good or something, what's the first thing you normally do? You go look for them. You look them up. You Google them. Yelp. TripAdvisor if you're out traveling. And the first thing you do is what? You read the reviews. Did you set yourself apart? Do your website got reviews on it? Better yet, if I'm a customer and I'm trying to get to these, remember, these are the small things that make your value proposition. If I go look at your website, I'll use myself, one of my websites, it'll show you that I got over 6,000 hours of this, 600 people served, six different nations. Y'all seen me pull down the plaques before. Does yours say something like, this is how you set yourself apart? Remember, you see how on the YouTube videos, my wife puts the load count of what load we're on. We're on like 200 and something. If somebody comes searching for BG, they're going to see load 200 something. That's adding, remember, we talked about SMART goals. That's something measurable. Because then on my website, say 250. Delivered 250 loads, expedited 250 loads with a 100% on-time delivery rate. That's measurable. I can go look that up. I got it backed up. That's part of SMART goals. Remember, we talked about SMART goals. I promise you, one day I know y'all do, but one day somebody gonna put together all the videos that we talk about because it all, when you put it together, piece it all together, that's measurable. Or we talked about communication. How does your communication style work? Do you have that even kill? Remember, we talked about it. You can tell when somebody's smiling through the phone when you're talking. Do you have that smile? And can the broker just say how you hear it? The broker can too, or the shipper, or whoever you're talking to. They can tell, oh, this person got an attitude. You know what I'm talking about? You ever met somebody when you went to customer service? You went to go get a burger and they like, welcome to McDonald's. How can I take your order? I don't want you taking my order. Versus when you pull up, hi, welcome to Chick-fil-A. Yeah, let me get that chicken club. I want the owner Palmer. You see what I'm saying? You remove and act different based on the energy that you receive. That's part of communication. And then the other part of communication, we talked about it, active listening. Are you able to regurgitate in this practice? It takes time. I'm going to use myself in the live. You notice how we can talk about something. I can read comments and then I can talk back in and it comes in and say, hey, the Carolina boys and all that. That's active listening. That's part of communication. Another value proposition. Are you trying to do it all? Or that's why they call them niches. But are you trying to narrow down it? That's part of the system. Remember, I just used the transporter. Remember, we was cracking jokes. Go back some lies. Be like, transporter. He was like the 95, Florida, New York. That's my lane. You remember that? Remember when we was going back and forth cracking jokes? Transporter changed up his niche some. Now Transporter is on that circle going crazy. That's what they know him for. It don't even have to be OTR. It don't have to be load boards. Some people have a medical delivery niche. I don't know if y'all follow them. Go look up More Roads on TikTok. They are narrowing down their niche. I know the Quicks. They narrowed down their area. We got some of the fam that their niche is the circle. It's nothing wrong with that. BG's niche is the circle because why? I'm the highway pilot. Value proposition. And then I have brokers, direct ones, the direct brokers that I made, they know my region. Remember when I told you niches, when I say it in videos, hey, let's take over Texas. Let's take over Texas. Let's take over Texas. Over time, when I say the goal is when something comes up and they need to call you, that's when them people be like, who do we call? I'm calling Anchored Bamboo because why? They took over Texas. You don't know who Anchored Bamboo is. That's Auntie. Take over Texas. That makes your value proposition change. Social proof. Remember, value proposition. Don't worry, the grind setters, they over there working on it. I got them working on it. What's your calling card? I know everybody's not social media. I get it. I understand it. But outside of the website, how can people verify? Think about it. When you scroll social media, you can see a food pop up from a restaurant and it'd be like, oh my goodness, that looks good. And before you know it, you sharing that restaurant with them amazing mothers in your life, Mother's Day. This food look amazing. You want to go here? Yes, I want to go there. Why? Because that's social proof. You put yourself out there. People can see you. If I can't see what your product or service is, it's just all of us. Most of us don't have the money to just go out there and pay thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to put our ads on social media to promote ourselves. So what do you have to do? We talked about this in videos about marketing yourself. You have to make your own ad. Think about a couple of videos back after Grind Setters was set up and we did a live and Grind Setters popped up. That was us. Thanks to the suggestion from the fam, we made our own ad. That's Grind Setters. You have to make it yourself in position. Think about YouTube. You see certain ads pop up, but you see content creators that have put their own ads inside their video. That's them adding value proposition to their product. So what's your value proposition? How can people verify who you are? When I go as a client and I go to search you up, can I find you? Do you have reviews? Do you show me what your product or service is and how I need to, and remember the goal, why do I need to work with you or why do I need to make you my go-to? Can I find all that? Or are you confusing me? If I search you up on YouTube, is your YouTube name different than your IG name, different than your Facebook name different than your TikTok name, and it has nothing to do with your website? It needs to be universal. When you look up Amazon, Amazon don't got a different name on every site. When you look up KFC and Chick-fil-A, a name of business, it's the same everywhere, with reviews, with products. I can see what it is I'm getting. That's how you set yourself apart. Because most of the drivers out here in the industry, and it's nothing wrong. I'm not saying you have to do this. You don't. You can do whatever you want to. But if you're going to do it like everybody else, you can't get mad when people don't see your value, because you don't value your value enough to make yourself so valuable that everybody wants a piece of your value. Don't get mad. I'm just the messenger, and your value looks like everybody else's. Let me go talk to the fam, because y'all have had me in here. We'll start talking about something else, and I'm trying to get you to understand your value proposition. Like the gas prices. Yes, that's going to even out. Don't worry. That's the system. They're going to hike it up. We're going to be, when the pressure is about to bust, this is nothing new. This is research. This is the simple research. When the pressure feels like it's about to bust and we've had enough, they're going to bring it back down, and that's going to be the new norm. It happens every time. That's why gas went from a long time ago, 50 cents. That's why I went from, when I started driving, 90 cents. That's when it went to $1.50. Then I remember when it went to $2 and something, when I was in that South Carolina going to the Carowinds. That gas was originally like $1.75. When it was going to Carowinds, they shot that thing up to like $2.90 in South Carolina. Little old Airman Graham was like, this gas is hurting. And then after they got to messing around in the $3, then they dropped it all the way back down to like $2.10. It happens. That's part of the gas. That's part of the system. And you're trying to figure out how to make your system work in the system. Y'all get it. What's up? Better late than never. You are right, Trailblazer. We are happy to see you. You ain't missed nothing, Fendog. You right on time, fam. You right on time. We just talk about value proposition. Discussing what sets you apart. Yes. What's going on? Speaking of Fendog, the Quicks have reviews. I know you do. I looked at. Don't worry. I check everybody out in the grind settings. I'll be looking at y'all stuff. Correction. They be wearing sandals in 20. He talked about that part when we said what sets you apart, and then talk about the different truckers. Again, do what you want to. Be comfortable. I'm not mad at you. You want to wear flip-flops, sandals, as Mr. Drive Time said, it's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying you do or don't have to. All I'm saying is we got to get to a point in life where we can't continue to complain about something that we haven't changed. Again, yes, you should be able to do what you want to, and that wasn't the perfect world. Now, I don't know if that's the perfect world, because if we are all out here doing what we want to, it might not have no order. And I don't think that's a good thing. But you can't get mad when you're getting the same results, because that's the average results. That's why I don't really, and this is a whole nother video. See, getting there, when that's a video, we're going to talk about what's your worth. You can't just name your worth if your worth is the same as everybody else. Let's think about like outside of transportation. One of the biggest things when you see people be like, why would I pay $100 to you for this when they over there selling it for $50? And you be like, well, I know my worth. That's my prices. This is what I'm worth. Why is your worth that? Because I said so. That's not how it works. You got to show what your value proposition is of why I should give you my $100 versus giving them the $50 if the product is the same. And that's why people run around here mad at the rate per mile, because you be doing the same thing. We doing the same thing. Hey, on my way to NOLA, you be safe. That rain is out there. It's coming. Be safe. That rain is out there. I made it. Old school, you right on time. Uh-oh, going down in Green neck of the woods, Fendog. Baton Rouge area. Old school, what's going on? But yeah, that's basically what value proposition is when you think about it on the grand scale of things, grand scheme of things. You can't keep, and I've seen it. That's what I've been sitting back watching. I get it. We want different rates. But what dictates, because it's only so much you control. I don't care how much you complain. You can complain and complain and complain. Or do you figure out how to make yourself and your value change so you can demand the rates that you want? Demand the rates that you earned and worked for. Demand the rates that you're worth, not based on your own personal opinion of, I should just get it. I should just get it. No. It ain't that. It's so simple, I promise you. Sometimes, because let's just stick with the spot market, because that's what your boy normally do. If the spot market right now in Texas is on average for cargo vans, you average on the spot market in Texas, cargo vans can range between 90 cents to $1.10, $1.20, even though gas prices change, but that's still because people are running it. Again, you can't control everybody else, and everybody ain't out there trying to learn the craft and understand the craft, so they gonna run it how they run it. They just looking at numbers. They in that remember 9 to 5, then they switched over to entrepreneurship, and they just in the same hamster wheel because they not learning business, they not learning the craft, they not trying to better themselves. The reason that happens and the rate stays at that 90 to $1.10, $1.20 in Houston, even though the gas prices went up, is because they're just doing the same thing and they haven't figured out their value proposition. But I didn't do no different than them. Running the same load, doing the same thing, but I added certain value proposition. My negotiating skills, I strengthened them over years. My communication skills, I've strengthened them over years. And I'm like, hey, this is what we're going on. I'm 30 minutes out. The ETA is going to be this. I get ahead of the game. You know they're going to call and ask you a million times. We talked about this. But if I'm already hitting you before you hit me, oh, I want to work with that guy because that guy is already ahead of the game. That extra step of thank you for the opportunity to deliver this load. If you have anything else in the future, please feel free and don't hesitate to contact me first. That extra little step of the communication piece and showing the professionalism with your signature block and your email and your website and your signature block on the email that you send back to brokers and all that and shippers. And when you that little extra thing, that's the thing that sets you apart because it doesn't come from a Gmail. It comes from a .com, at mybusiness.com. Those are the little things that separate you. Those little things. And that's why in the Texas market, even though it's going from 90 to $1.10, that's when your boy comes through and it's like, BG, how you get that load for $1.50, $1.60? Because I set my value proposition higher than my competition. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Don't worry, we're gonna break it down little by little. Grind setters, y'all gonna be fine. We're gonna go over all this. But I just wanted y'all to know because it's the channel. We still getting low. So like I said, we're still gonna be behind the scenes. You're gonna see your boy sitting on here right here for some of them videos because my value proposition, thanks to y'all, in a good way, thanks to y'all and the fam like the Grind Setters, my value proposition is slowly starting to change as well because I'm gonna still go get the loads. But again, I want to win with y'all. I want y'all to win with me. I want us to win and be at the top together. So that value proposition gonna have me sitting here sometimes so we can talk and make those videos to help you get to the top because it ain't gonna be lonely for your boy because we're going together. So you're gonna see a mixture of both as we continue to break down the business and how to make sure you're on the right path. It's gonna kind of steer away a little bit from time to time because we ain't gonna keep talking about CPM, COL. Y'all got all that stuff. We got the entry level. I know new fam gonna come and ask questions. We're gonna direct them to the right video to catch them up, the right live to catch them up. But we're gonna start pushing forward some more to change up just building the system, building a strategy to where how I just told you that value proposition, that clean logo, that business website, that wearing your uniform or a shirt with your logo on it, that strengthening your communication skills, showing yourself and promoting yourself on social proof. Those things are all telling your story. So as we continue to go, we're going to push that and it's going to be more of strengthening your storytelling. So when you could tell the story of who you are, you can create the right system to run your strategy to set yourself apart and show your value proposition. And I just got, this is my kicker. How am I going to put this on different? Yeah, y'all get it. I'm gonna figure that part out. I got it. Grind Setters, I got y'all covered. But I got to figure out how I'm going to do it in the videos and then the live. And yeah, because you know your boy, I'm going to split it up. I'm going to split it up some type of way. You got to work if you want this information. Oh, man. That's why we do it this way. And you know me, I don't never say nothing for me though. My payment is simple for me, your boy. The comments, that be payment because I see y'all get it. That's showing me that it's making sense. When you say, like, I normally don't do this, but when you sell them likes show, okay, you get it, you appreciate it. That shares that you sending to people, that's me saying, okay, that means it's working. That's my value proposition. That's how I understand. And then y'all tell me, nah, that don't make sense. And y'all will tell me real fast, no, you know, that don't make sense. And y'all will tell, then we'll retweak things as we go. But yes, the way forward, you're going to get loads. We're going to sit here in this hot seat and talk. Your boy's still going to do research. But we're going to strengthen that value proposition because y'all know the strategy. Everybody know the circle. If you don't, go watch the video. Meet me in the circle. It's more to it than that, but that's one-on-ones and books and grind setters. That's on y'all to join that stuff. Then there's the systems. I'm going to tell you how to create the systems because we got the system. Let's think about simple systems. Like when you talk about a big rig, they got checklists, post-trip, pre-trip. They got tracking. Those are all systems. The process to get rate confirmations. Those are all systems. But when I'm talking about system for your value proposition, I'm talking about that system of one of the Carolina. I forgot which one of y'all Carolina boys said this because there's so many of y'all in here. When it was like, I'm trying to get home. We're trying to be closer to home. That's a system. That's understanding how to work a quadrant inside the circle. That's a whole different conversation. That's already been had in this place somewhere else. That's a system. But now we're going to focus on getting the story and the system to line up through videos. And I'm going to figure out how to get it to you. And we're going to get it to you. But yeah, that's all it is. Because I want y'all to raise your value proposition because I want you to stand and separate yourself apart from your competitors, I guess you could say. Remember, it's friendly competition. Man, before I get out of here, let me go ahead and holler at the fam one more good time. See what we got over here. Yep, speaking of old school. What's up, everyone? I'm out here in Kansas. Got a Monday drop. Hey, I like them Friday pickup Monday drops. Yo, boy, I got a Sunday pickup Monday drop. I told you I was going back outside. I just didn't tell y'all when. Tomorrow. Yeah, it's already out there. Chip already loaded up, ready to roll for some night driving. I told you. I did my research part. I'm a tiptoe in and out. But don't worry, I still got y'all, fam. I got y'all. But Kitty Minimal. I'm not with y'all. Y'all. Yes, sir. Can't wait to start winning with y'all. Hey, you in the right place, fam. Don't get wrong. We got you. We got you. So when are you hitting the road? Oh, if you're talking to me, I already picked up today. I'm going out tomorrow. Ready for the value prop on steroids, and it's coming. It's coming. Better eat your Wheaties. Trying to get back on this week. Hey, what's the best way I can say this? Because me and you talk, chummy. To get back on this week, you got to start telling a different story. And when I say tell a different story, you talked about getting away from TMP. Now you got to, again, it might be chapter 1. It could be chapter 2 that you start changing the story. The beginning part was just, hi, my name is, I sound like Eminem. Hi, my name is. Now you got to start when you say getting back out this week. What are you going to be intentional with? Because I remember our conversation. Are we going to get that 300 to 500 a day that we talked about? Which way you finna tell this story? You know what I'm talking about. Woo, Miss Quick, I ain't ready. I ain't ready because I know BG. Ease me into it. Nope. No easing into it. You know we go. we don't have time. You know we talked about time last week. Transform, inspire, motivate, empower. Yep, Quicks. Road raging in these streets. Yeah, we about to. My drop was here in Kansas. I'm already here. Alabama to Kansas, Friday pickup, Monday drop. Yep. You just stay out there. Hey, y'all all again, because that weather sweeping across your way as well. Bro just did NYC to Cali. Ooh, wee. NYC to Cali is roughly 2000, either 7 or 2009. NYC to Cali, because no, I said that backwards. Because Maine to Cali, because that's That's the third. Second. That's the second. Maine to Cali is the furthest distant behind. The second furthest behind Miami to Seattle, but Seattle to Maine is the third farthest distance when you're trying to run around the United States. How do I know? Research, because you got to know these things to set yourself apart. But you put in some work. NYC to Cali, whoo, that's money and rides. I like that. BG, we're going to talk again. Yeah, I know we is. We ain't done. That was just the start. That's one thing people don't realize. That one-on-one, you get the one-on-one. That's just the initial. It just opens your brain up, opens your mind up. Remember, because most of us, the reason we run the same, because we all started out the same, including myself, in the same box. And that's why our value proposition looked different, because we was in the same box. Ariana, where are you and Andrew been at? I ain't heard from y'all. I almost put an APB out on y'all, but don't worry. You spoke up. You spoke happy. Happy Mother's Day. Oh, I've been in the hospital over a month now. We haven't shared, but I am. Hey, and my water broke early. We'll be here. We'll be here for the next 2+ months. Congrats! Hold on, let me read that again. Make sure I didn't miss. I have been in the hospital for over a month now. We haven't shared, but I am pregnant and my water broke early. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. I got too excited. I'm sorry. Broke early. Congrats on the pregnancy. Sorry that it broke early. We'll be here for the next 2 months plus. We are stable. Okay. We praying for you. Praying for you, Andrew, new baby. Y'all are going to be fine. The blessings are already raining over y'all. Everything is going to be great. And man, you got to see pictures. I can't wait. Happy Mother's Day again. Yes, that is amazing. We're praying for you too. That is amazing. That is amazing. We hope everyone is doing all right out there. We're doing fine. Don't worry about us. The prayers are coming to you and Andrew and new baby. That's amazing. Congrats. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Story change every week. Yes, it does. And that's how you use the story. Ooh, this is why. I'm going to give you an example based off of what the transporter said. Story change every week. All the stuff that's going on right now, we're talking about gas prices, that's just a new story. We're going to get there. I promise you, if y'all just keep rocking with your boy. Let's think big. The strategy did not change. It's been that way. The system is still the same. The stories are just changing. Let's just do random quick fireballs. There used to be paper logs. Now they're ELDs, but the system is still the same. The story just changed. We used to get stuff mailed in UPS, and then FedEx came along. It sped up from taking a week in UPS, and then FedEx got us to 3 days and sometimes 4 days. And back in the day when it was horseback riding, UPS took months. But now we got Amazon Prime, and it can get it there next day. RBG and the transporter and people like us, we get it there the next day. The system didn't change. The story changed. Y'all, they're not there doing it the same, and we're going to get your story to change so that you can change your system and your strategy, and then you can get to the, because you can't get to the exit. I promise you, I don't care what you say. I'm going to give this example. Your exit strategy is going to look the same as everybody else unless you change your story, your system, and your strategy. Give you an example. Old strategy, go to school, go to college, or get a trade, work 40 to 50 years, retire at 60 to 65, be blessed if you live to 75, 10 more years, God calls you home. Exit strategy. Work all that, go all that school for 10 years, exit and get 10 years if you're blessed. We're trying to speed it up and change the story. The story's going to change, and we finna start working on that. Aaron, I'm praying that the Lord will cover you mighty as you lay there. I believe God will speak great things into your life. He just had to position you first. Everything will be okay. And I agree with that. Amen. Amen. God, good to be here. Everything is going well. Take care of yourself and the baby. Yes, Ariana and Andrew, y'all be taking care of yourself. NYC to Cali, be safe, because baby, man, yeah. Prayers for the family, Ariana. Be well and keep us posted. Yes, keep us posted. Keep us posted. I see why your name is Work and Wonder. I see why your name is Work and Wonder, because That was a lot of work, and I wonder how you drove all those miles. Y'all crazy. And thank you so much. Yes, Ariana, we'll be praying for y'all. We'll be praying for y'all. I just caught up. Yep, that's all that's done. As far as this live, that's the end of for this story for tonight. I hope y'all got some of the understanding this value proposition. GS Squad, y'all know you don't be acting surprised throughout the week, especially Wednesday, because you've been warned. We gonna keep pushing with our normal talking points, but we finna start telling some new stories. We finna start working on everybody, including the fam over here on YouTube, all that stuff. We're gonna work on building these stories so we can up your value proposition, because I want y'all to win. Hold on, I just saw something pop up. We appreciate you all. I am 26 weeks and 1 day today. Andrew has paused operation to be with me. Dan, of course, wouldn't expect nothing else from Andrew, because that's a great guy and you a great mom. Y'all gonna do great things. So yes, pause operations. That y'all know me, them 5 pillars, and family is one of them F's, and it's the most important outside of faith. God first, you know that. For me, y'all get it, But yes, we'll definitely be praying for you, and I know you appreciate it. So yeah, all I know is Ariana and Andrew got a new chapter in the story. Oh man, I love it. But no. Let me stop holding y'all up. I gotta go downstairs and eat some more of this Mother's Day food. Had some brisket, some ribs, some brisket, baked beans, potato salad. I'm getting hungry again. But yeah, that's it. We done. Y'all understand where we all going to with this value proposition. So I ain't gonna hold you up. Comments caught up, fams caught up, everybody doing well. Now, if you driving, keep driving. Don't do nothing different. Keep driving. Just listen. Everybody else, you already know what to do. Close them eyes and bow them heads. Our Father God, we first off want to thank you for this amazing day, and thank you for all the amazing mothers that have touched our lives in some type of way, whether it be through being a mother, an auntie, a mentor, a facilitator. We just want to thank you for all the amazing ladies that have changed our lives. We ask that you continue to not just watch over us, but keep us, especially Ariana and Andrew. Help them and provide them with the strength and new baby Ariana and Andrew to come through and do amazing things, because you already have a plan on their life. You have a story on their life, and their story is going to be told through you to them so that they can share it with the world, because that's how you're going to make a difference. I ask that you continue to watch over us, keep everybody safe that's out there driving on these dangerous highways and byways. Keep us safe from the storm that is coming through, not just physical, but mental, spiritual, emotional, and financial as well. Continue to watch over and keep us all until we meet again. I ask and I thank you in your darling son, Jesus' name. Amen. And just like that, fam, we are done. We are done. I want to make sure, because y'all want to make sure I ain't miss nobody. Let's see. Thank you, BG, for joining in tonight. I pray that something was said that will bless you. I do the same. I hope something helped all of you. Tell Andrew we got it until he get back. Yes, we do. We got you, Andrew. Hold it down. I'm doing great. Glad you're doing great. Yeah, I cooked. No cook today. Don't bow your head. I'm not with you. Amen. Stay blessed. For prayers to Ariana and Andrew. Stay safe, everyone, and have a great week. Yeah, because your boy finna go downstairs, eat, and get a little more relaxation, because I gotta slide out and do a little night driving. So with that being said, y'all be easy, stay safe. Ariana, Andrew, we praying for y'all. Y'all be safe out there. Hold it down. Y'all know y'all got it. We are in. Y'all are in our prayers. And yeah, as always, I already sent in the first video. We got videos coming, so you ain't even got to wait till the live. So as always, until the next video, y'all stay blessed.